Welcome to this exploration of the ancient Egyptian civilization. From the banks of the Nile to the Grand Pyramids of Giza, we will delve into the fascinating world of this extraordinary culture, its beliefs, customs, and achievements. In this journey, we will discover how the Egyptians created a highly organized society with advanced systems of writing, architecture, and engineering. We will also explore their religion, economy, and art, and see how they influenced the world in many ways that continue to this day. So join me as we step back in time and explore the wonders of the ancient Egyptian civilization. The Egyptian civilization is one of the most fascinating and enduring in human history, with a legacy that has endured for over 5,000 years. The Egyptians were masters of architecture, engineering, art, and writing, and their culture had a profound impact on the ancient world and continues to influence us today. In this essay, we will explore the key aspects of the Egyptian civilization, including its history, culture, religion, economy, and legacy. History. The history of Egypt can be traced back to the pre-dynastic period, which began around 5000 BCE. During this time, the people of Egypt lived in small farming communities along the Nile River, which provided fertile land for agriculture and transportation. Over time, these communities grew and merged into larger kingdoms, culminating in the unification of Egypt under the first pharaoh, Narmer, in 3100 BCE. This marked the beginning of the dynastic period, which lasted until the end of the pharaonic era in 332 BCE. During the Old Kingdom period, 2686 to 2181 BCE, Egypt was ruled by a series of pharaohs who built great pyramids and temples to honor their gods and ensure their own eternal life. The most famous of these is the Great Pyramid of Giza, built by Pharaoh Khufu in the 26th century BCE. The pyramids were built using massive blocks of limestone and granite, which were quarried and transported using advanced engineering techniques. The Middle Kingdom period, 2055 to 1650 BCE, saw a period of relative stability and prosperity, with the pharaohs focused on expanding Egypt's influence and building infrastructure such as canals and irrigation systems. The New Kingdom period, 1550 to 1069 BCE, was a time of great power and expansion, with Egypt conquering territories in Nubia and the Levant and becoming one of the world's superpowers. The most famous pharaohs of this period include Hatshepsut, Akhenaten, and Tutankhamun. Culture. Egyptian culture was deeply influenced by their religion, which was a complex system of gods, goddesses, and rituals. The Egyptians believed in an afterlife, and much of their art and architecture was designed to prepare the pharaohs and nobility for the journey to the underworld. This included the construction of tombs, mummification, and the creation of funerary objects such as amulets and shabtus. Egyptian art is characterized by its stylized, symbolic representations of the natural world, such as the lotus flower, the Nile River, and various animals such as the ibis and the cat. The most famous examples of Egyptian art include the funerary mask of Tutankhamun, the reliefs at the Temple of Karnak, and the colossal statues of Ramses II. Egyptian writing is also notable, with the development of hieroglyphics, a system of pictograms that could be used to represent words and ideas. This system was used for over 3,000 years and was deciphered in the 19th century CE by Jean-François Champollion. Religion. Egyptian religion was a complex system of gods, goddesses, and rituals that governed every aspect of life in ancient Egypt. The gods were thought to control the forces of nature and were depicted in human and animal form. Some of the most important gods included Ra, the sun god, Osiris, the god of the afterlife, and Isis, the goddess of fertility and motherhood. The Egyptians believed in an afterlife, and much of their religion was focused on preparing the pharaohs and nobility for their journey to the underworld. This included the construction of elaborate tombs and funerary objects, as well as the practice of mummification, which involved preserving the body of the deceased through a complex process of embalming and wrapping in linen. The belief was that the preserved body would serve as a vessel for the soul in the afterlife. Egyptian religion also included a complex system of rituals and ceremonies, which were carried out by priests and attended by the pharaohs and nobility. These ceremonies were designed to ensure the favor of the gods and protect the people from harm. Economy. The economy of ancient Egypt was largely based on agriculture, with the Nile River providing fertile land for farming. The Egyptians were skilled farmers and used advanced irrigation techniques to maximize their crop yields. They grew a variety of crops, including wheat, barley, and flax, which was used to make linen. In addition to agriculture, the Egyptians engaged in trade and commerce with neighboring regions such as Nubia and the Levant. They imported luxury goods such as gold, ebony, and incense, and exported goods such as grain, papyrus, and linen. The pharaohs also played an important role in the economy, acting as both political and religious leaders and overseeing the distribution of resources. They were responsible for maintaining the infrastructure of the country, such as canals and roads, and ensuring that the people were fed and cared for. Legacy. The legacy of the Egyptian civilization is profound and far-reaching, with influences that can still be seen today. Their architecture, engineering, and art continue to inspire and amaze, and their system of writing and religion have had a lasting impact on world culture. The Egyptian pyramids are one of the most enduring symbols of the ancient world and continue to attract millions of visitors each year. They are a testament to the skill and ingenuity of the ancient Egyptians and remain a source of wonder and fascination for people all over the world. Egyptian art and architecture have also had a profound influence on world culture, with their stylized representations of the natural world and intricate designs inspiring artists and designers for centuries. The hieroglyphic writing system has also had a lasting impact, with many modern languages borrowing from its symbols and structure. The Egyptian civilization is a testament to the enduring power of human creativity and ingenuity. Their achievements in architecture, engineering, art, and writing continue to inspire and amaze, and their legacy lives on in the many ways they have influenced world culture. From the pyramids of Giza to the hieroglyphics on the walls of Karnak, the Egyptians have left an indelible mark on history, and their story remains a source of fascination and inspiration for generations to come. As we come to the end of our journey through the ancient Egyptian civilization, we can see how this remarkable culture has left an indelible mark on history. From the towering pyramids to the intricate hieroglyphics, the Egyptians' legacy lives on in the many ways they have influenced world culture. Through their art, architecture, and engineering, the Egyptians created a highly organized and sophisticated society that was the envy of the ancient world. Their belief in an afterlife and the practice of mummification demonstrate a deep understanding of human mortality and a desire to transcend it. In many ways, the ancient Egyptians were ahead of their time, and their achievements continue to inspire and amaze people all over the world. So let us take with us the lessons and the wonders of this extraordinary civilization as we move forward into the future.